So, you know, it's a funny thing. The first time I talked to Miss Oliphant, she's like, oh, where have you been for the last 2 weeks? And normally, you know, you can get through this game pretty quickly if you don't, like, take the time to read everything and explore everything. And I'm currently on day 17, and especially if you take, like, 3 or 4 days off for the awkward courtship, it would be 2 days. Or 2 weeks, I mean. So, all right, how you doing, miss? How you doing, lady?
Terribly busy. What is it?
Give me a
Gemma's
job.
been taken away. I saw 2 doctors shove her into a popper.
Oh my goodness. Why?
But she was digging
Because
into
it's
the
a
tunnels.
dystopia.
That didn't come out right. I followed up. The whole underground is sort of falling apart.
Oh my.
That's why you sent her, wasn't it? Not to write about the tunnel rats.
I certainly couldn't print a story like that, could I?
The joy's gone bad, and Dr. Verlock knows. But he's telling them not to worry. He's got some sort of permanent solution.
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
No.
That's sort of exactly what I thought. If I had a press pass, I could get into Hayworth Labs. And my old adulator, if you still got it.
After what happened to Gemma? Dr. Verlock, he's sort of his own law there.
There's your
I
sign.
have some personal business there.
If I'm not here when you get back, if you found something out, see if you can't publish it. Those numpties out there know how to put the ink on the page, but the only articles they ever read are their own.
You're getting out. How?
Oh,
She didn't say
I
that.
wouldn't even know how to get out. But you never know when I might stop printing lies. And they won't like that.
Great. I've got all my press stuff back. That ought to be handy. You can show up all sorts of places regular people shouldn't go.
See, I don't get that, because, so you get this thing. Yeah, it just... I can wear Nick's fab clothes, and I have this adulator. No time to be friendly, an adulator will do it for you. Greets people for you, has a cooldown period between greetings. It just... I may have heard it, like, tick off once, but really, it doesn't do anything. I'm wondering if it was supposed to have a greater part in the game, or maybe in hard mode it's more useful, but I don't know. Well, back to the labs. See you there.
Here to see the doctor. He does love to be in the papers. They're right on in.
Wow, that was easy. You didn't even ask to
the
see my
labs was on
credentials.
lockdown. They don't listen anymore.
Well, you certainly laid out a convincing argument.
Are you saying I hit him too hard?
I don't know. Is he breathing?
Well, he made a sort of sigh.
And then some gurgling noises?
He came right at me.
Just make sure you leave that electro baton near him, in case he turns out to be important.
I've learned so much from you over the years.
You ever wonder if you're part of the...
it. Keep running.
Okay.
Where do you think you're going then?
That way.
We're not open to the general public. Bugger off.
No.
I'm interviewing Dr. Verlock.
Yeah.
Ah, you're a member of the Fourth Estate. You've come at an awkward time, you see, as we're just in the middle of... Well, there's been a bit of excitement in the lab.
I
Let's
like
come back
excitement.
tomorrow.
You're not saying something's gone wrong?
No, of course not. Everything's peachy. Look, all right, you take your press pass up to Helen in public relations. Just follow the sort of brown-coloured line. I must ask you not to stray from the path, because there's all sorts of delicate machinery and chemicals and whatnot.
look at the
and we don't
lights.
want you hurting yourself, do we?
What sort of crisis makes them lock down the entire factory?
Oh, I don't know. The collapse of a society. To all employees, we had a wee accident. The constables are here to help us. Please cooperate by carrying your ID at all times. They don't know who's who. Management. La la la. Oh. Dudes! Peaceful music and then slam! Good
I'm sure
lord.
the workers here will have the same respect for a press pass as the bobbies did.
Uh-huh.
You are not authorized.
Why?
Please clear the area immediately.
No, what is this? I wonder if that's like Verlock and Sally, but I don't. That's not Sally. Sally has different hair. Sally's got the bob haircut. Harry Hayworth, so it's not even Verlock. Okay, so I'm supposed to follow a brown line, right? Executive elevator. I can't go in there. New strawberry joy. What's in here? Ooh, sandwiches are good.
That would come in handy.
Yeah, why not? Not that I need it, just something to do. Decontaminate. Suggested among chocolate-covered strawberry joy for Valentine's. From Alice Liddell, supervisor. While we all enjoy a good laugh, pranks in the employee lounge have gotten out of hand. Today, Roger became the caption has got a typo in it. Today, Roger became quite alarmed that his tea time macaroon had made him shrink. After several employees remarked that he seemed to be getting smaller. In fact, some person or persons went to trouble replacing his uniform with an identical but larger one. Valuable work time was wasted by this tomfoolery. In the future, kindly confine your pranks to your off hours. Someone hasn't had their joy today. The kitchen is the victory. Grow your vegetables. Auctions and valuers. Sales by auction conducted by town and that's too realistic. Suggestion box. I'm surprised it's not in a trash can. Well, employee lock.
Oh, come on, you
Yay,
rat.
I got a
Can't take all
new
this with you.
axe. I like axes. You know what? If I can get the upgrade for it, I don't want to damage it. Alright. What did I just do? What did I just do? I don't know what I just did. Drop. And drop. And... oh, wow. I can use these multiple times? I didn't know that. How am I... 21 power cells? Wow. I don't think I've ever had that many power cells on me before. Workbench, chem lab, don't need chem lab. Alright, that frees me up for a while. Let's decontaminate. I mean, this looks like a decontamination spot. No, maybe. I'm pretty sure I've seen variations of this poster in a lot of different mediums. Wait. Oh, this way. No, that's the way I came in.
Mind the closing doors, please. Please stand by for decontamination.
What is in that?
Product purity is our highest goal at Hayworth
Oh,
Labs.
yeah.
The decontamination procedure allows us to maintain the highest standard of purity.
Maybe in 1953.
I'm so glad they're concerned about purity.
You have been decontaminated. Please proceed into the lab.
I'm sure I have.
Not turn down the heat on the brominating reaction until you've noted the temperature curve. I need to determine the explosive threshold temperature.
Just relax. Don't question
Never
it.
mind. Just graph the temperature curve and pop it in the pneumatic.
That's not a good place to
I want samples of any residue
fall
on the
asleep.
explosive debris.
Live Bufo Toads. Oh, so that kind of goes back to the whole letter from earlier where Sally's like, yay, do this. You know, use... So if I wear a boiler suit, am I allowed to be in here? Nope. Oh, that's my mask. That was my mask talking. Okay, so the boiler suit does not allow me to be in here, unfortunately.
That door looks... Look, it's not you. It's me.
And I'm sure she won't be happy with me either, Rosamund Elliot.
Please just lie down.
Okie dokie. We don't need anything. We're good. We're golden. How do I get out of here? Aha. At some point, I know I need a gas mask. I just hope I realize before it's too late. When did my health bar go down? I thought I had it all full up and happy. Okay, how many crazy psychopaths are in here? Nope.
This won't take a minute.
Nobody sees me, nobody sees me. Point tools away from you and at other people. Oh man, someone who's actually doing their job here.
It's better this way.
Yeah, you know, when you're putting out a fire, keeping the secret, please burn. If you're putting out a fire, you probably shouldn't be smoking a pipe at the same time.
Worker safety.
We all appreciate what you do.
Did you hear? Oh, Jack got another one. Last night.
Cool. Thanks for being calm and collected as I snuck up on you. I'm trying.
Don't struggle.
Other than sticking heads in fires, I'm trying to be rather polite to you all. Well, there was a guy over there. I think he's gone. About just another day in the office.
You're cranking off.
I got a new compliment machine. It's so...
I'm so glad you're my... I guess the mask does work.
Ow! What the hell?
Okay, that's it. You didn't stay turned around.
It's inherent in the system.
I know.
I wonder which one of these controls the steam. Or do they both?
Oh, turn them both
I
off.
feel so chivalrous turning off that dangerous steam. If that is indeed what I did.
Sure. Whatever you say, Arthur. Whee! I'm glad the steam was feeding the fire. Let's put this on for my...
There had better be neatly labelled samples of the fog next time I come down there.
Dude,
Get a one-gallon beaker,
your
stick
lab...
it in the fog, stopper it, take the stopper and label it.
Dude, your lab is Oh, crap. Okay, what? Your lab... Excuse me? Oh, the steam. Maybe that's what did it? Sure. I got a cat suit. Where the heck am I supposed to go? Oh my gosh. You know what? I got a cat suit on. Who cares? Aha. When one of these things is not the same as the other. Of course. Wow, that was just... Why am I even trying? I put on a cat suit. I put on my perv suit. I'm impervious because of the perv suit. Get it? Glad they're stocking the workplace with scotch.
Without a fuss.
Dr. Verlock would like all personnel to know that he must not be disturbed for the
Sorry.
next hour at least. Please hold all inquiries until then. Resolve the situation yourself.
Trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice.
did it. I know he did.
I'm trying to be nice. Stay away. I'm trying to be nice to you. If you come around here, I'm not going to be nice. I mean it. The heck are you? Where are you? Just relax. Put that away. Put it away. All right. You ready to cooperate with being, sleeper holded?
Just
held?
relax. Don't question it.
That's right. Don't question it. Okay. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Yeah, go that way. Join the increasing size pile.
Please don't struggle.
Does 2 make a pile? But 3 certainly does. Okay. La. I didn't kill any of them. Aren't you proud of me, Ma? Okay, jammed. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm piecing it together here. Piecing it together. No, I'm not. Okay. Oh, security office. Surely that one's open. Yeah. What?
I guess this is the latest test formula. I
Sure.
think I'll just take this with me. Evidence or something.
Yeah, something.
Permanent solution. Drove the subject insane. Oh, Lord.
Oh,
A
dear.
big red button. I wonder what it opens.
Test of A-329 to Dr. Verlock from Ronald Norrish. Reply, test of, already said that. We have had mixed results with our first test of A-329. The subject, Vanessa Tinkerbell, came to us presenting downer symptoms of melancholy and unpleasant memories. We are pleased to report that this is no longer the case. There have been side effects, however, as Tinkerbell was formerly one of the village's foremost intellectuals. She now has difficulty with basic cognitive functions and exhibits excessive behaviors, e.g., she runs around her cell clapping her hands and seems to believe she can fly. Recommendation: further research on A-329 required. At a minimum, it should only be used on the most severe of downer cases. It's kind of like a little bit like doing a split brain procedure, removing half a brain to cure seizures.
I feel rather brilliant right now.
You pushed a button. What did it even do? That window's closed. You pushed a button and looked at a curtained off window. How do you feel brilliant? What did you do, Arthur? What did it do? Did it do this? Looks like it did this. La la la. Ooh la. I don't have any super fancy weapons yet. That's a little disappointing.
Funny. Suddenly I remember that time I threatened to thrash Timmy Hargreaves because he said rotten things about Sally, and it turned out he had an older brother who'd been in the army, and he was waiting for me on my doorstep when I came home from school. And he gave me such a thrashing. Why would I remember that right now?
Because you're doing something for Sally, and you're probably going to get beat up for it. But you should always be defending Sally. Security override. I don't remember this room. Aha! A nicer weapon. Research. To General Byng from Harry Hayworth. General, I must inform you that despite the initial success of our Joy program, our supplies of the necessary ingredients will run out. Not necessarily soon, but sooner or later, at least unless the political situation changes and we can once again import them. May I suggest that we begin a secondary line of research? I've read some intriguing phrenology studies that suggest that true source of happiness lies in physical manipulation of the brain. Perhaps we should use the breather we've given ourselves to pursue an electronic approach. Please advise. So, Harry Hayworth came first, and then came Verlock. Verlock, I think, came up with Joy, if I'm correct. I'll have to check all my notes and stuff later. And then Sally helped make Joy work and last longer through creative substitution and novelties and generic versions of it. Harry Hayworth wants to take a hammer to your head as well as stick wires in your brain, and everyone knew that was crazy, but in the situation, desperate as it's becoming, Verlock has turned back to it as a possible inspiration. A lot of chemists. Well, I guess it is a chemist. Okay, so this is a security override. How do I override all the security? And why is there a 8-year-old note just sitting on the corner of that desk. Ugh.
Dr. Verlock is thinking very hard, sir. No visitors.
The brominating reaction has caught fire.
Sir, sorry to bother you, sir, but there's a fellow here says the reaction tank is on fire again.
I said no interruptions.
Some of the byproducts are poisonous.
He says it's poisonous, sir.
Of course there are poisonous byproducts. Tell him to do whatever they did the last time.
Dr. Verlock would like you to do whatever you did the last time.
No one knows that. He's an imposter. Implement security protocol 187.
Oh, yes, sir. That's my favourite protocol.
What is 187 significant?
I am full of the fury of the Lord, and I am right weary with holding back.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You're a furious dude, man. So how does this compare to the cricket bat? Oh, it's a lot more it's faster, but it takes more effort. That's alright. We'll just stick with our favorite little thing right now. Hey. Lead pipe. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Now, I don't know if I can, like...
The Lord judgeth thee, and he is angry
That is
every
way
day.
too close. You are in my personal
You
space.
shall be tormented with fire and sulphur in the presence of the Lamb.
Ah,
you shall
are
drink the
personal
wine of
space.
God's wrath, poured into the cup of his anger.
Oh, shoot. Okay, not too much weight. You know, break the immersion. Don't need all these lead pipes. Alright, so I disabled the security. Does that make you cool off? No. Well...
You shall be tormented with fire and sulphur in the presence of the Lamb.
Oh, my upgrade!
The Lord judgeth thee, and he is angry every day.
Okay. It's fire versus
You
wood.
shall drink the wine of God's wrath, poured into the cup of his anger.
I think this is like the toughest
The
boss in the
Lord
game.
judgeth thee, and he is angry every day. Ye shall not deceive me with empty words, for the wrath of God comes upon the sons of disobedience.
Well, that's for knocking down my blocks in nursery.
This guy is just something else. He even got like soot marks on him as he went. That's kind of interesting. And I got the pipe down. How much durability is left on it? None at all. Goodbye. Good Lord. Let's put on a nice suit, a nice mask. There's the elevator. There it is. Ta-da. Mr. V. Mr. V, Mr. V, I want to talk to you.
I asked for a full battery of tests done on the latest isomer. Now, where is it? Why is it not in the pneumatic?
I don't know.
Do any of you want to keep your jobs?
Probably
Or
not.
have you all replaced by Mrs. Pankhurst's Bridge Club? They'll do a better job than you people.
There's more of you? We're past the security. How high is your all's clearance? You must be the cream of the crop. Oh, shoot. Stop looking at me. I don't like you looking at me. You're gonna be trouble. Wally,
this won't activate.
oh, stop looking at me! Stop looking at me! Stop looking at me! Oh, you really don't want this. I said you don't want... Three of your buddies are down. Three of them. right. I warned you.
What have we come to?
You warned them, Arthur, and we tried. I tried to be nice. They didn't want to hear it. What are you looking at?
Sorry.
Talfrin stools. Anyone else want to comment on it? Or are you two the last ones? Really?
Take your medicine.
Don't run after me.
Right. Enough of that then. Time for tea?
Come on, don't turn around.
Look,
I worked very hard to keep him alive. That's like three alive, 3 dead. You know, 50-50, you know. They had a 50-50 chance when they woke up and went to work this morning. Dr. V, is this your office this time? Phrenology.
Phrenology? Is that supposed to be ironic?
I don't think it's ironic. I think the guy really believed it. Lady novelist, imbecile, murderer, pickpocket, two lady novelists. Boy.
I thought you were only supposed to give someone a piece of your mind. God. Is that an original?
Oh, I thought that was a cape from back here, billowing out behind him. Oh, teacup. Okay, Verlock.
Sergeant! Sergeant!
Did you know half your workers are unconscious?
The other half are dead.
The issue will resolve itself. Look, I'm very busy recalculating the brominating reaction so it is non-explosive. Unless you've got a magic formula for synthesizing joy out of bleach, whiskey, and saltpeter, get out!
You're planning to lobotomize the people of Wellington Wells, aren't you?
Lobotomize is a rather inflammatory metaphor, but yes, I have been asked to synthesize something stronger and more permanent than joy. Who are you?
If you force people to have the emotions you want, then you've turned them into robots made out of meat.
And what do you think you are now? You are just the sum of the neuropeptides swirling in your bloodstream. You see, the current Downer outbreak is just a mass chemical imbalance. But I believe I can adjust the internal hormonal settings so the people stay happy no matter what.
Are you Scottish?
You can't do that.
They told the Wright brothers they couldn't fly, but they did.
You can't do that.
Oh, my lord. You're that Downer they've been warning us about.
I'm actually just here for a bottle of cod liver oil.
What makes you think I'll give it to you?
This bottle of your new formula. If I smash it and you breathe the fumes, will it make you happy forever and always?
You mustn't. It makes the patient insane.
Oh.
Ha! Now you can't move until I take my hand off this button. Oh, shit.
Now, where's the bloody cod liver oil Sally wanted? This is the cleanest office I've ever seen. Where does he hide his junk? I wonder
Don't
if he has
ask
a
about his
secret
junk.
lair. Well, he's just the sort who would.
Don't give me these tutorials all game. Oh, let's see. I picked up a new note. Chemical Lancer, 1950. Oh, so this is even before Joy. To Dr. Harry. To Harry from Byng. Okay, dear sir. As you know, our citizens have become dispirited due to some unfortunate incidents during the war. I believe your laboratory could be of services in restoring morale. On examining the German camp, we discovered that German soldiers were given fatigue pills that contained amphetamines and opioids, which contributed greatly to their spirit de corps. I don't know. Turns out that's how their men were able to punch through our lines again and again. We were wondering how it was they never seemed to sleep. I believe the answer to our problems may be chemical. I believe you might be the hero we need now. I am aware that this will inconvenience your own research, but as that of other great Napoleon fighters said, England expects that every man will do his duty. Okay, I didn't know that it was General Byng who pushed forward the idea for controlling the society through drugs. Interesting. Anywhere have to believe that. Yeah, I read that. Oh. It's not going to be a bottle or one of the draft stick pool things. It's going to be just a great big button.
Hello. I'm in a haunted house movie. Sally's ridiculous cod liver oil had better be down here, or I shall be cross.
Oh, look at this. This is like... This is a little bit of a copy of Sally's living room. Interesting. Sally!
Listen, Sally Boyle's going to come live with us for a bit.
Sally Boyle? Why?
Because her mum poisoned the whole bloody rest of her family, Arthur. And because we've got a spare bed in the attic now till Percy comes back from Germany. She's your age, you know?
She's an idiot.
Well then, you two should get along beautifully.
That... You'll understand more why later, why that's a much more disturbing memory than it should be. Chemistry questions, Dr. Verlock. Thank you so much for showing me your laboratory when I visited with Mr. Adams. As you can imagine, it was very exciting for a girl from a small chemist shop. I myself have been training to become a chemist and have learned pretty much everything Mr. Adams has to teach me. I wonder if I might come by your laboratory sometime to ask you more advanced chemistry questions. It would be such a privilege to learn from a really advanced scientist. Sincerely, Sally Boyle.
Dr. Verlock seems to be quite the collector. Where's the fucking cod liver oil?
Nope, that record's broken. So this is their new flavor coconut joy that they're working on. Plantangent? And apparently without Sally's help, they really can't figure out the recipe. I'm not going to read everything here. So you can kind of pause it and look at it if you really want. And that's this person. They're King Harry now. They are the ruler of the world.
The King of X! The King of X! The King of X!
Don't laugh, Arthur. Don't laugh.
See, I get kind of confused by that one because maybe there's a reason why that would be funnier in England. I don't know. Stop knocking. I really hate the sound of knocking in video games. Okay? Let's see what your issue is. Oh, you haven't been... Born 1900. Wow. So they're 64. He's been in there for 4 years. Wow. And they weren't... Admission date is 1960. It's 1964 now, and they haven't looked at... They only started treating him after being here for 4 years. That's... very aggro. That is horrible. What's he do with promenades? Stop knocking. Oh. Good that you can keep that pipe right there. And this person's gone. Let's see. Oh, look. They were admitted this year, and they've been treated right away. This one appears actually... Oh, Gemma. Oh, this is Gemma. Well, she was just admitted, though, wasn't she? Like, she just got picked up outside her house before we came in here. So she must have been in here and she must have been in here, escaped, and then they found her again. They're recommending a lobotomy. Wow, multiple attempts to escape. Cod liver oil. Oh, let me make sure there's no other notes to pick up or anything first. Oh. Oh, Sally Boyle. I didn't notice that before either. Wow. So this was her workspace, and it was down in... Sally was one of Verlock's dirty little secrets. It's not actually funny, but it's disturbing in many, many ways. You know what? No, there's no justification for breaking into her desk other than she doesn't work here anymore. And she has an empty pill bottle. Let me read those notes. Dr. Hayworth, 1957, General Byng to Verlock. I hope you will not think a mere research chemist is out of line in contacting you, but I am frankly concerned about Dr. Hayworth. Despite Joy's great success, he has begun allocating resources towards his study of phrenology, a laughable, discredited 19th century pseudoscience. Indeed, he talks of little else when he thinks no one can hear him. I am not suggesting he's actually sabotaging the factory. The recent shortages are the result of mix-ups that anyone could have made. But I know you share my concern about the importance of our work to Wellington Wells, and he won't listen to me or anybody else. What do you recommend we do? So maybe Verlock didn't come up with Joy, and Hayworth did, and then Anton... Because Anton steals all of Sally's work. Maybe Anton just kind of got Hayworth pushed out and then took over. Anton, I just had the most smashing idea. You've been so cross about our running out of chemicals, but the witches, yes, I know how you feel about them, but hear me out, use a kind of toad slime that turns out to be a hallucinogen. It made me think, made you think a lot of things probably, we could make new flavors of joy using local goodies like our toads, poppies, and magic mushrooms. Very excited to chat tonight. XOXO, Sally. Hugs and kisses. P.S. I also found a great war recipe for shell shock tea made from St. John's wort, which grows like a weed in the garden district. Actually, I think it is a weed. Okay, so a weed is just an unwanted plant. So the moment it becomes a wanted plant, it's no longer a weed.
And thank you, Sally, for another wonderful adventure.
Of course. Oh my goodness. More notes. Any notes in here? New secretary recommendations. To the new secretary. I hope you have better success in this job than I did. You know that Dr. B is most insistent that all traces of a certain woman be expunged from the laboratory. If you ask me, she who must not be named was the brains behind the whole operation. It hasn't been the same since you left. Dr. B will ask you for information that is in her notes, but you can't give him one of her notes. Oh no, else you'll be sacked like me. I've hidden her papers in the storage room and the computer room, which used to be her office, so you can get them without his knowing. It's complicated, but I'm sure you'll manage. Good luck, Betty. P.S. Dr. B also gets his knickers in a knot if you nip some of his good scotch. Just a word to the wise.
This doesn't look like where the pills go out. What's going on this conveyor belt?
You?
Possibly me.
You got that one right. Hey, look. No pills, now pills. No pills, pills. No pills, pills. Pills, no pills. Anything over there? I'm just going to keep right in this. I don't know what the point of these little dangly things on conveyors is for. Like, what do they do? They're just dust collectors? Hey, a door. Hey, look, stuff. Hey, look, a drink. I love how I just shoved the whole open-top cup mug into my pocket. What do we have here? Uh-oh, we lost Lucy and her friend. Get it? Do you get it? I don't need more lead pipes. Okay, how do I get out? Ah. Man, I took some damage somewhere. Where did I take damage? Yay. Ooh. Oh, no. I just healed up. Come on.
Oh, that smells awful. Is this where they flushed the chemicals?
I'd be more worried about the chunks of paper and ash floating in the air. Like an alien anti-gravity experiment. That's just me. Who are you? Alexander Altringham. Okay, I don't know. No swimming.
To where? The river? Might be a way out, if I don't mind poisoning the river. Not that anything's alive in it now.
So, this, well, we don't have a good view of it. What's this see? What's this say? Yet again, I've discovered employees flushing a bad batch of joy down the drain. It'll make the fish unhappy. They'll make the fish happy is not an acceptable excuse. Often, we can restore a batch of slightly defective joy with the addition of reagents. Waste not, what not. You're messed up, Alice.
We can restore a batch of slightly defective joy. How many batches of slightly defective joy have gone out?
That's a thing you do at a like a bakery. If you have a slightly bad batch, you can actually crush it up and add it to a new batch and use it as kind of a filler for things like flour and everything. But you can't do that with drugs, I don't think. And if you can, well, that probably explains a lot of problems we've had in our society. So this is toxic waste as well as the occasional bad joy. And
a hatch. Lovely. I've never seen something they fall in. Or were they pushed? Or were they flushed?
Yeah, thank you, Arthur. It's this toxic waste. It's this toxic waste and bad batches of joy that's being dumped into the local environment that is contributing, supposedly, to the plague that makes you be able to speak Old English. Was that there before? Guys? I don't think that was there before. Well, I am going to shortcut my way over to Sally Boyle, and I'll meet you there.
Odd. I can never remember what the tracks look like after.
You know, I really am that lucky that the hatch just happened to be right next to Sally Boyle's place. So lucky.
After nearly getting me
Remember
killed,
this conversation.
Bloody letter of transit.
So? Sally?
Salamander!
If she's not here, I swear to God I'll kill her.
Hi.
Another typo.
I got it. Your precious cod liver oil.
Oh, you're a lifesaver.
It's a bloody souvenir.
God, it's awful.
Have you got my letter of transit then?
Arthur, we're practically the only two people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy. How are you holding out?
Not well.
Do you care?
How are you going to get out?
Why won't you just give me the fucking letter of transit?
Because she wants to go with you.
Always what you want. Always what you need. Every little Sally
Specifically
whim.
you,
Bloody
Arthur.
cod liver oil.
Do you really think I'm that awful?
What, just because you fucked my dad while you were living in our house, in my mum's bed?
I'm sorry.
Look, I don't hate you.
Wow.
In the strangest way, you're completely innocent. You're practically the only one I know who is.
I don't hate you, you poor innocent girl.
Dresser there.
But get the heck out of my
Are you
life.
gonna be okay? I could take you with me.
Really?
We have to go now. The joy's gone bad. It's going crazy out
I
there.
can't go right now.
Why? Oh, God. No.
It's not simple.
It never is.
We'll have to wait till dawn.
No, that's crazy. I can't. Oh, you shouldn't have asked for that ridiculous cod liver oil.
Look, there's something I haven't been entirely straight with you about.
It's just self-preservation, Sally.
Oh, I hate you, Arthur.
No hard feelings. Do you think she really meant it? Like kiss and all? What if I went back and said, yes, I'll take you, and they lived happily ever after? No! A girl like that shipwrecks, and the next day she's drinking margaritas under palm trees and you'll suffer for shocks. That is it. Never again.
And with that wonderful bit of Arthur-ism, we leave Sally Boyle. And yeah, I mean, you might be thinking, Lance, oh, you're an idiot, because clearly she was manipulating Arthur. She was manipulating him. I want you to keep in mind for the future that this game, a big part of it is about the wrongness of and misunderstanding of perception and memories. And it becomes a lot more clear later on. It's one. This is something people haven't talked about, but what's another game where they do it? I was watching probably the Gab Smolders and stuff, and others like her who've played things like the Dark Pictures games and the Quarry, where they talk about how you have to replay the game to get the story, to understand it fully, and it's true with We Happy Few as well. You have to go through this story multiple times to understand what's happening. Because right now, I mean, Arthur's the hero. Arthur's your man. Arthur's the guy. He's doing it. He's surviving. He's like the king of the parade, It's all good. And there's Sally in there just manipulating poor little Arthur to death. It's going to do him no good. She's just a bad girl. That's going to be bad for him. Get him in trouble and throw him away. But we're also looking at all of this through Arthur's perspective. So, I will see you in the next part.